Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on another one of my videos. I am Screen Scene Guru, and today I'll be discussing Ryan Coogler's Sinners, which is doing very well on streaming. This is right after the first week. It dropped on HBO Max. I, of course, was able to pick up the physical media copy after months of it being out. I finally got it. I've yet to check out the special features yet, guys. I'll probably be uploading them soon on my Instagram and or Threads TikTok. If you guys are following there, be sure to check those out. But going into the film, I really enjoyed this movie from Ryan Coogler, of course, who's done the Creed films and the two Black Panther movies. This was released from Warner Brothers Studio. This is one of the biggest Warner Brothers releases of the year, including Minecraft and Superman as well. Was another big hit. I've also seen that. You guys can check out those reviews on the channel. But this is, of course, about Sinners. I've got the IMDb pulled up real quick. So it was 2 hours and 17 minutes. It just flew right by, guys. I didn't really think this was a 2-hour movie, but it's 2 hours, 17 minutes. It was rated R, of course, for strong language and some sexual situations. So I wouldn't watch it with under 17. But going into the story, trying to leave their troubled lives behind, two brothers, Smoke and Stack, return to their hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. So very fascinating stuff, guys. This is after the events of World War I. So these brothers are soldiers returning. They do mention that they worked for Al Capone for a little bit in Chicago. That's how they were able to raise up the money, the funds for this juke joint. That's where they got the Irish beer, white wine, different specials. I really liked the fact that they made Michael B. Jordan's character work as twins, as two roles, because there've been a couple of movies this year that have come out and they haven't quite hit the standard of doing multiples. Mickey 17 tried it, and that was not too well of a box office, not despite the movie wasn't good. It's just I feel like their cloning method was a bit off. And of course, Robert De Niro has tried it on Netflix and playing two roles. But I think this was the best motion capture and the best format of two roles was The Sinners. I also want to go into the music real quick, the blues, and all the awesome soundtrack they have. The Irish vampires, when they show up, they start doing a couple of Irish jigs and some iconic music. So I would say this is the best vampire musical of all time, if you guys can rate it like that. Most of the movie was just the time, 1930s set. I really love the costume design because, like I said before, Mahershala Ali's Blade, one of the scripts was set time period in the 1920s. That film ended up not being made by Marvel, and the set designers, the people that worked on clothing, they just picked up their whole establishment and moved it on to Warner Brothers to Sinners so they could use the costumes, which I thought was fantastic because, you know, the costume designers need work. They need to be constantly making clothing for these projects, and if a project falls through, the costume designers still need to be paid. So I'm glad to see the costumes were used in Sinners instead of just being thrown back into, you know, a box or something. Like I said, this is on HBO Max if you guys have the streaming service, or you can buy it on physical media, the DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. I just got the Blu-ray, but I'm very happy to have gotten it. I can show off the inside. You've got a bit of the guitar, Sammy's guitar, which is the instrumental tool that brings the vampires. I love the animation at the beginning, talking about how some people know how to make true music, and true music can go throughout time, the past and the future, and bring on good and bad spirits. So I thought that was very fascinating. The whole cast was great, guys. Michael B. Jordan. Let me go into the cast real quick. We've also got Miles Carton, Jack O'Connor as Remick. He was fantastic. He also has a role to play in 28 Years Later. So they are, in fact, keeping him in horror films for this now. We've got Yao, played by Bo Chow. That was really good. I love the Asian representation. Lee Jeonji played Grace Chow, so that was a really good performance from her. We got Delroy Lindo as Delta Sammy. He was infamous for being a well-known actor. Pearline was played by Jamie Lawson, so a really good actor there. I thought she was Rambo from the Marvels, but that's actually a whole nother person. And we got Omar Benson Miller, who played Cornbread. He was really good. Yeah, so a lot of really good performances here. We got, let me see, I think I announced everyone. Full cast and crew, okay. So let's see. Trying to get the name of Michael B. Jordan's girl. They have her. I think they might have her on the cover. Let's see. Hailee Steinfeld. Yeah, Hailee Steinfeld was in this. Really good. Wumi Mokushi. That might be her name. Wumi Mokushi. She was in Lovecraft Country. And also she was a TVA member in Loki. And also she showed up in Deadpool Wolverine. So I really like to see her show up again in movies and big-time films. So that's awesome. A lot of people talked about when the movie came out, oh, this is like Dusk Till Dawn, or this is like so many other parodies. I would say the story and the music they used for this project makes it totally original. It isn't copying anything else. There might be some nods to other franchise films that you see in here, but Ryan Coogler, this is a true love letter to vampires, love letter to blues, a love letter to original filmmaking, and I do hope they make sequels or follow-ups to this Sinners universe. Not exactly sure how they can, but crossing my fingers, hoping they do that. But yeah, this is my review for Sinners 2025. What did you guys think of the movie? Have you guys caught it yet? If not, let me know down below in the comments. You guys can like the video, comment down below what your thoughts are, share the video if you like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm already up to 77 subscribers, so thank you very much for all your support. And until next time, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.